City services are paid with tax dollars. That's no secret, but did you know that according to experts, a typical organization, even cities, lose on average 5% of their annual revenue to fraud? This means a city like Long Beach, with the size of our budget, could potentially be vulnerable for up to $75 million in fraud every year.
Fraud against the city is skimming cash, it is misuse of city property, it's falsifying expense reports, it's payroll time card fraud. If you put on your time card that you're working a certain number of hours and you're not, those are examples of city fraud.
One recent case where an employee embezzled $250,000 over the course of 11 months recently made news when the employee was arrested, pled guilty, sentenced to 3 years in state prison, and ordered to pay back to the city $600,000. So how did this happen?
There was a city employee that had full access to pretty much all the cash that was coming in for animal licenses, for instance. But this employee was collecting cash, recording the cash, depositing the cash, and performing the reconciliation. We learn in Accounting 101 these types of procedures need to be segregated with different people so there's a proper check and balance. And at Animal Control, there was no check and balance. So this employee, year after year, was stealing cash from the city. And so she did resign, she was arrested, she was found guilty, she's now in state prison, and she has been ordered to pay restitution.
Fraud does not happen by chance. In fact, it is usually predictable based on what is called the fraud triangle: need, rationale, and opportunity.
People rationalize that they deserve this money, that they intend to pay it back, they have a need at home, and an opportunity presents itself. Some take advantage of the opportunity to take it. But that's where I think the city comes in, that's where management comes in, that's where the financial controls come in, to prevent the opportunity from taking place.
Of the three legs of the fraud triangle, the only leg that management has any control over is opportunity. Designing and implementing effective internal financial controls dramatically reduces the opportunity for fraud. This, coupled with an anonymous form of reporting fraud, is what makes the real difference, as nearly 50% of all fraud is detected and reported through a tip. And that's why the City Auditor's Department is rolling out a new fraud awareness campaign, Let's Be Clear.
Let's be clear, Long Beach. If someone commits fraud against the city, we will pursue them to the full extent of the law. But first, we need to know about it. That's where you come in. We need your help. If you suspect fraud, report it. Both city employees and residents can help stop fraud. Let's be clear. You know, most employees are honest. Most of the employees are doing the right thing. But fraud hurts all of us. So we need to stop it. And the only way we can stop it is if we know about it, so we need them to report it.
The campaign targets both city employees and the public, encouraging them to keep their eye out for potential fraud and then report it by calling the anonymous fraud hotline at 888-FRAUD-07. For more information about the Let's Be Clear campaign, visit www.cityauditorlauradoud.com.